In 9 months, I turned this abandoned $160,000 18-room apartment building with no tenants and no income into an $800,000 property with huge passive cash flow. Here is how I did it. Believe it or not, this was one of the easier door handles to remove. Some were so seized, I had to cut them off with a grinder.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes it easier, but... Right, you still have to get this stupid thing off. Why it's so damn hard. There. It's just this side.
Oh.
Still following the inside-out approach, I'm just getting started on the washroom doors first. I'm going to spray paint the doors, so I need to strip off the handles and the hinges. After painting, I will put on new hardware, stainless steel this time, so they won't rust out. Once all the hardware was removed, the doors were lightly sanded. I then prepared an area at the side of the building for spraying the doors. Once again, I chose to spray paint to save time and also to apply a professional-looking surface. Immediately, I noticed how slowly and blotchy the paint was coming out. I didn't notice this before painting the bars because the wrought iron was just narrow strips. I tried cleaning the nozzle, diluting the paint, and I even bought a bigger compressor, but it made no difference. Quickly, I bought a new spray gun, and it worked great. For about 10 minutes, that is. I struggled with it for days, assuming maybe that's just how it's supposed to work. These are PVC or plastic door frames with the plastic doors. And so I had to treat them the same as the doors. At first I put a special undercoat. Had to mix the paints together so it will stick to it. And now I'm putting the finish coat, which unfortunately is this smelly oil paint. But so after this step, the next thing is to put some nice white trim around the doors. You can see it's pretty ugly looking at the moment, which I'll do the same thing on the outside of the building. So let's get to work. Oh, the paint is so smelly. Whew. I don't like working with oil paint. After several hours of adjustments remounting the doors with new hinges, now there are 2 hinges instead of 3, the doors close almost perfectly.
Let's do it.
We're installing the new deadbolts into the doors. So I had a little trouble. My bit was missing the drill for making the hole for the lock to go in. was missing the drill piece at the end. So there's no way to get it straight without that. So you have to make sure you have the drill bit. And so you line it up with the hole. There's a template, comes with the lock. It's pretty simple. And you just mark where the drill bit should go. And then you put the thing on and it just kind of funnels its way through by itself. Before removing the doors for painting and changing the hardware, I wanted to add a deadbolt lock for extra security. I prepared and installed the new locks, then removed them for the painting so there would be less chance to get the newly painted doors scratched up. So we get to where the drill bit is inside the chamber, and then I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to do it from the other side. Oops, looks like my drill came loose, and that may be a little bit warm. So I'm not sure why that happened. So we shut off the power so we don't chew our hands up. And of course I have to go get the chuck, so just a moment. You should always keep the chuck on the drill spot, which I didn't because I've been making a lot of changes, changing this bit, changing that one. Woo, it's hot, I was right. So we're just going to tighten this up again. I don't know why it came loose, maybe it wasn't in the right position when I locked it down. I did tighten it 3 times, we do 4 this time. Make sure that every one of those metal pieces are gripping. Okay, so come on inside now and we're going to drill from the inside. So you can sort of see here there's a little tiny hole where the end of the drill punched through. This is what I was talking about. Make sure your hands aren't covering the camera. And so we're just going to put it in that hole, simply like that. And then I'm going to drill from this side now. Oops, and I forgot to turn the power on. Okay, so here we go again. Punch through. So you can see the disc from where the new lock is going to go. Nice and clean, wasn't that difficult to do, but you just have to take your time to make sure everything is lined up straight and you're not wiggling the drill so you get a nice clean hole. Okay, so that's it for this hole. Now we'll move on to drilling the hole through the side of the door, which is to put the cartridge in. Finished the first step, which was putting the large hole in the door. Now we put the hole through the side, which is for the cartridge to fit. The paper template that they give you, just like this.
Just hold me tight and don't let go. Hold me tight and don't